This short video shows you how to log into Textivate with your own username so that as you go through a sequence of activities, I as the teacher will be able to see how you're getting on. In particular, it means that if you've got a sequence of activities and you have to stop for any reason, you can go back, resume, and you won't lose all of the credit that you got for other activities. So the first thing you do is you go to textivate.com. Then you go up to the top right where it says login. So click on the word login. You then have to put in the username, which is the username used by your teacher. So that's the same one for everybody else in your class. So that's my class username. Then you put in the student password, which I have given you. So I've put in the password there, and as you can see, because you can get into it, means that you can Textivate your own resources, so you can create your own Textivate exercises. You can search for other things. The thing you can't do is you can't upload or do worksheet printing, but it's really, really useful to have this. When you've done that then, so everybody's got the same name there, and then you've got your own individual password, you then click Submit Login Data. This then takes you to wherever you were last time, so it won't necessarily look like this for you. This is the test account which I used. This was the one that it had most recently. So once you're here, if you want to, you can be creating your own activities by putting in text, by then perhaps having a matching activity like this. You've got access to be able to have all sorts of, you can have extras, you can make it so you can hear the sound. As a teacher, I can create a sequence, and this shows everything that is available with this particular resource. This is the one that I used. But the important thing for you when you've been set work is that you have to go to this search magnifying glass, search, browse, online resources. So click on there. When you've got that screen, you want to look at My Resources. Whether you click on there or there, it comes to the same thing. So this is access resource links shared with you by your teacher. So if we click on there, for this particular class, here are the activities which I have set this term. And the most recent one is this one, the sequence, which is Echo 3, Grün, bist du umweltfreundlich. And then you would just click on Go. And then that just starts you off on the sequence. So here I am, currently logged in as a test student in this class. Okay, that's me, I'll carry on. And this is where I, as a teacher, I've decided which things you're going to see. So I've actually thought, right to begin with, I'm fine about you seeing what everything is, protecting the environment. And can you see here also you've got this here? So
Die Umwelt schützen. Wir trennen den Müll. Wir fahren mit dem Rad.
And so on. So I'm very happy. Sometimes you might have something where you're not shown that because that's almost giving you the answers. For the moment, I've said, yep, you can see all of those things are the things that you're going to be practicing. So when you're ready, you've looked at that, then click on Start Sequence. And then the games which I've decided you're going to have come up in sequence. So die Umweltschutz, and I look at that. No, I didn't know that, so I'll press no. Wir trennen den Müll. Yeah, I knew that one. Wir fahren mit dem Rad. We go on the bike. Yeah, and so on. So often, and then if anything you didn't get, it'll come back again. It's really clever like that. So that was one I said before I didn't know, which was protecting the environment. Yes, I know it now, so I can put that one. Yeah, I know that now. So when you come to the end of that sequence, it'll tell you the activity was completed. And there are two activities. So I had the very first one, which is when I saw it. The second one was that activity you've just seen. And there are 4 more activities to go. And if I want to, I can look to see what my records are so far. So it'll tell me how long it took for me to do it. Okay. So then I go to next, bottom right next, and that will take me to the next activity. Click here to start, and here, if it is the same, I'm going to put that. If it's not the same, then I won't. Yeah, that's the same. All these all seem to be the same at the moment. Oh no, that's not the same, so I leave it, and then that's the same, and so on. So here I've got to the end of the activity for Snap. Again, if I want to, I can look at the records, but otherwise I just go to the next activity. So here's the next one, where it's a Millionaire Game, so I'd do that one. We recycle glass, is that one. You buy, and so on, and you'd carry on doing that. When you get to the end of that one, I've done 4 activities, I've got 2 more to go. So again, I will go on to next. And the next one is where I've got to just fill it in with the vowels which you need. And by the way, you can actually type it as well if you want to. So here I'm just typing it, and so on. So I finished that one, activity completed, and then finally we go to the next one, which is the last activity. And this one, I've got to fill it in before it comes down. So we buy, wir kaufen umweltfreundliche Produkte, and so on. Now it might be that I've got to finish at that time, and this is where if you log out and you log back in again, it should keep the scores that you've already had. And finally, you can see what it looks like from me as a teacher. So I've just logged in as a teacher, and I have a little code here which says view sequences completed by your students. So here's the sequence, and this is my group, and I can see that test student has been working there, screen time, number of exercises done, and what the score is.